Guess who just got out of rehab? Me. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, actually, none of you give a fuck. The only reason that I post videos is so that I can rewatch them because I have horrible memory and I'll, like, forget everything. That's also why I journal a lot. Anyways, though, that is not what I'm here to discuss. I got sent to rehab. I got sent to rehab because, well, I'm not going to overshare on the internet because it's none of your business, to be honest. But I will say this. I had very bad bulimia and depression. So, long story short, I was fighting demons, fighting for my life, and my mom was like, basically she was going to pull a Britney Spears. She was like, if you don't go to rehab, if you don't check yourself in, because I'm 18 years old, I just turned 18 7 months ago, I'm going to get conservatorship over you, just like Britney Spears' parents did, and I'm going to force you to go. Now, if she were to have gotten conservatorship over me, first off, I would have got sent to rehab against my will, but then she would have guardianship over me even as an 18-year-old, so I wouldn't even be able to have the adult experience because I would have a conservatorship. So I was like, fuck that. So then I sent myself to rehab instead. Thank you, Mommy, for pushing me to go to rehab. And if any of you think it's weird that I call my mom Mommy, it's not weird. She's my mom. So anyways, I was in rehab for 22 days. Would I recommend it? No. Would I ever want to go to rehab again? No, because who wants to go to rehab? Come on. But I do think it was good that I went. I learned a lot about myself. I am in a better place now mentally. Now that I've gotten rehabilitated, I truly realized how bad I was struggling, and I was like, oh my god, how did I do that for like 2 years? Jesus Christ. But anyways, so 22 days in rehab. They made me 3 meals and 3 snacks a day. But they were trying to push the American agenda on me because they were like, oh, you're bought this meal plan. Here's my issue with meal plans, okay? Here's my issue with eating disorder recovery, and I don't know if it was just my location, but I'm going to share my issue with you guys because I just need to talk about it to someone, and you guys will listen because you pressed the video for a reason. So, when I got there, the lady said, also, I would like to say they were going to get me tested for autism, and then they never did. I keep getting off topic. I want to make nice YouTube videos, but I have no ideas right now, so for now you guys are just getting shitty talking videos. Anyways, the lady, my dietitian, she was like, this plan is customized towards you. This is customized towards your needs. Keep in mind, I am a 5'2", 18-year-old girl. I was the youngest one there in all units. There were like some 60, 70-year-olds. So I'm the youngest one in both units, 5'2". Tell me why my meal plan is the same as a woman who's 6 feet and around 30 years old. Now, I'm no dietitian, but I'm pretty sure we have different nutritional needs because of our height difference and age, right? Whatever, no big deal. I'm thinking, well, they'll give us like healthy food at least because they're teaching us to learn how to be healthy. Fucking Jimmy John's and pizza one day. Another day was like lasagna and these fat ass sandwiches. Like, they were expecting me to eat the same portions that, because there were like 2 different dudes there. They were like 6'9", 6'7". The same portions as dudes who were that. So even though, yeah, I wanted to recover from my eating disorder, I was like, I'm not eating the same as a grown man 6 times a day. Do you guys want me to become obese? No. There's a difference between wanting to be healthy and having an eating disorder, and I was like, there's also a difference between wanting to be healthy and being fucking obese. So, yeah, they tried making me obese, and I just kept telling them, I was like, I'm gonna eat till I'm full, till I'm satisfied, but I'm not gonna force myself to eat 3 fucking meals a day and 3 snacks, because that is wild. And my dietitians, they kept trying to supplement me. If you guys know what supplements are, the little Ensures, they kept trying to give me that, and I said, no, I'm not drinking the Ensures, and I like refused them, and I was advocating for myself, and you know what? I ended up not gaining a bunch of weight. I did gain a little weight, but that's needed for recovery, and I feel healthier now. I'm not as scared of food, so I think the recovery did what it needed to do, but I did have to talk back a fuck ton because no one wanted to listen to me. They didn't even let me... For breakfast, I'm supposed to have 2 carbohydrates, 3 proteins, 1 fruit and veggie, 1 dairy. Then for dinner, it's the same fucking thing! 2 carbohydrates, 3 proteins, 2 fats, 1 fruit and vegetable, no dairy. Only difference, okay? So, by that logic, for breakfast, if I have 2 toaster strudels as my carbohydrates, right? For dinner, I need 2 carbohydrates. I can have 2 toaster strudels because it's still 2 carbohydrates at the end of the day. It does not matter. The meal plan does not say you need a specific type of carbohydrate. It just says 2 carbohydrates. So one day, like towards the end of my stay, I wanted toaster strudels for dinner because I was fucking sick of the American food. And I was like, all the Mexican food they've made sucks. So just give me my toaster strudel. I tried making toaster strudel for dinner and it was... Ooh! I had to advocate so much just to have toaster strudels for dinner because one girl, a staff member, she came up to me. She's like, your dietitian sent out an email and she says she wants you to branch out. And I was like, girl, I don't want to branch out. I just want to eat. Be happy that I am eating my food and let me have my toaster strudel. And she's like, well, do you want to choose like an entree instead of your toaster strudel? And I was like, I'm not going to eat if you guys don't give me my toaster strudel. Anyway, so I just kept arguing back and forth. There was also another dietitian. She like, I wasn't eating my peanut butter and jelly sandwich because it was fucking disgusting, dripping jelly. It looked like it was on its period. So I was taking the jelly off because it was way too much. And she's like, can you not do that? Don't tell me how to eat my sandwich. So then I was like, I'm not going to eat the sandwich because it has too much jelly. I'm taking it off. Whatever. We continue our meal. Then, as I'm eating my meal, I stop. I pause for a bit because I'm not feeling it. And she goes, how are you going to go to college if you can't feed yourself? Bitch, I have eaten with you 2 times. I know how to feed myself. I'm not a child. And because I was 18 years old and everyone else around me was like 20, 30, 40. In the other unit, they were like 50s, 60s. They treated me like a baby. And it was really annoying. Anyways, though. So yeah, I'm back from rehab. I haven't been posting YouTube videos at all just because, as you guys saw by my last YouTube video, I was fighting for my life. I only posted that video to show how miserable eating disorders are and that no one should have to ever go through that again or ever go through that in general. But I'm feeling much better now. I start college next Wednesday and I'm super duper excited and very nervous. I'm very nervous because I'm gonna miss my dog and my boyfriend and stuff, but I'm only an hour away, so I'll still get to see them quite often. Anyways, very nervous, very excited. I want to focus more on film and photography, even though that's not what I'm majoring in. I'm majoring in psychology. I have a lot of free time. Like one day, I'm looking at my schedule. I have class at like 10:50 a.m. and then no other classes till 2 p.m. So literally 2 classes. So I'll have a lot of free time, and I'll be near Chicago, like right on the outskirts. So yeah, lots of maybe short films coming soon or something. I don't know. I have to let my creative juices flow. But anyways, yeah, I'm back. That's my little update. Not that anyone cared, but if anyone does care, that's that. Fuck, I feel like there was something else I was gonna say, but I don't know. Hi vlog. Oh wait, hold on. I'm packing for college right now. I'm packing for college and I haven't made, oh my god, wait, I'm so excited. I need to calm down. Okay, let me take my glasses off because I don't look good right now. I don't have makeup on or anything. Please excuse that. But actually, hold on. Wait, there's so much. I'm getting so excited to talk. Okay, firstly, I cut my hair. You guys have not seen my haircut, but I cut my hair. Ah! I hit my foot. Anyways, I move into my college dorm tomorrow. I'm putting my glasses back on because I can't see. I move back into my college dorm tomorrow, and I'm so excited because this is a new chapter in my life, and for the first time, guys, for the first time in my life, in like the past 2 years, I actually feel quite happy and quite content. I have, okay, well, if I say I didn't cry, that would be a lie. I have cried a few times, but I'm just a crybaby. That's normal. But like, I have been so content. My laptop is broken, so this video is not going to be edited at all. But I've been so content. I went to rehab, as some of you know. I will probably put the clip of me talking about going to rehab after this. But I went to rehab, and even though I really thought that I didn't need to go and was in denial about being an addict, I did need to go. And I'm glad that I did because I feel so much better now. I started taking medication, and it's been helping so much. But I'm moving into my college dorm tomorrow, and it's so crazy to think about because then I'm going to have free range. Like, starting tomorrow, I have free range. I can go wherever I want. Now, that being said, I probably won't go to that many places because I have come to the conclusion that I'm just not a very social person. Like, okay, let me tell you guys this. When I was in rehab, I had to be around, oh, my back is so heavy. I had to be around people 24/7 because it's rehab. Like, we all lived together. It was a residential one. But even though, as much as I liked talking to the people there and I liked being around people, I didn't do a lot of talking. I did more observing. And that made me realize that, first off, it's good for me to be around people, because when you're around people, there's less chances for you to give into the addictive behaviors that, you know, addicts have. So when I'm around people, I don't give into my addictive behaviors, which is good because I don't want to give into my addictive behaviors. But the downside to that is I have to socialize, and I get drained very easily when I socialize, because I love talking, as in I love sharing my ideas, but I never know how to talk to people or what to talk about. Like, in an ideal world, I think I would talk about like the deepest of the deep things, and I would just get into everyone's brain and get to know everything about everyone, because whenever I meet someone and I want to be their friend and I want us to get close, I just want to know every single secret they have. I want to go deep into their lore, you could say, for lack of better words. But I just don't know how to bring that up. Like, you can't just ask someone, so why is your mother absent? So why don't you talk to your siblings? Like, you can't ask questions like that. So then when you socialize, you have to just ask like a bunch of like, so got any pets? Like, I don't know, socializing is just so hard for me, but I do like observing people. So I think when I go to college, I'm going to try to socialize more often, or at least be around people. So like when I do my homework, I'll do it at the library and stuff like that instead of in my dorm room or by myself. But I'm so happy right now, and I know that nothing is permanent, and I will probably go back into being into a depression at some point in my life, because I'm only 18. Like, it would make sense that at some point I become depressed again, realistically. That being said, though, I'm so grateful to be where I'm at right now. And the reason that I know I'm doing better is because I keep waking up, and I'm not a religious person, but I keep waking up and thinking, if there is a God, I am grateful that He like made me this way. Because some people are not that strong, okay? I think, sorry, I'm just going on a rant because I need to get stuff out of my brain, and I hope you guys understand. But some people, like addicts, okay? Even if you don't have an addiction per se, if you have an addictive gene, if addiction runs in your family, you will always be prone to being an addict. And it's really just a game of luck. It's really, if you choose to drink, you're risking becoming an addict because you have a higher chance of doing it. If you get an eating disorder, you're risking the chance of becoming addicted to it because you have the addictive gene, right? Some people are just naturally sad people. Some people are naturally outgoing. Like, fuck, I don't even know where I was going with this. My point is, you cannot change yourself 100%. So as much as I would love to be a social person and I would love to be around people and have a million bajillion friends, I know that that's not realistically possible for me because it's draining and it's not okay. Just like some people are better off alone, like my mom loves being alone, hasn't had a boyfriend in years, and she's happy that way, and that works for her. But some people can't not be alone. Some people need companionship. Some people only need friends. Some people need romantic partners. Everyone's different and everyone's needs are different. So I'm glad I got to go to rehab because that made me realize what my needs were and how to achieve them. And again, I'm not religious, but I just keep waking up and thinking, if there's a God, I'm so grateful for what I've gotten. I have a boyfriend, and he's the sweetest person in the world. Love him. So amazing. So supportive. The whole time I was in rehab, he was so supportive. And not to toot my own horn or to toot his own horn. Actually, I'm not going to tell you guys too much about that because I feel like there's some things that should stay personal, and relationships are one of them. That's why I don't really talk about it in my videos. But all you guys need to know is he's an amazing person. Very grateful for him. And again, I keep waking up and thinking, if there is a God, I'm grateful that I was given the opportunity to have these things in life given to me. And honestly, I'm grateful for myself. I'm grateful that I'm such a creative person. I'm grateful that I continue to try to get better and stuff. Because some people, they get into eating disorders and they don't try to get better. They never get better. Some people get into drugs and they never get better and they stick into them. But I'm glad that I was lucky enough to have such a supportive mom, because I'm not gonna lie, there's been a lot of times, and I know my mom's watching this, where she pisses me off and I'm like, oh my god, why is she making me do this? Like when she made me go to rehab, why is she making me do this? She doesn't understand me. But every single time that I argue with my mom and I think she's wrong, 90% of the time she ends up being right. So I'm so grateful too that I have a mom that is so pushy, and even though she's overprotective, it's because she cares about me. And I'm very full of love right now, guys. I'm very full of love right now. And all the tears that I have cried as of recently have been grateful tears. They haven't been sad tears. They haven't been angry tears. They haven't been, why is this happening to me tears. They've been tears of love and gratitude. And I think that's beautiful. And I think that's a good place to start. And I'm just, like, I'm going to start crying right now because of how happy I am. But yeah, I know life is going to be really hard, and I'm sure a lot of things will be hard when I go to college, but I have a great support system. I have lots of people that love me. I'm going to try to make bonds this year because all through high school, I had friends, like my best friend Jayla. I met her in high school. Jayla, if you're watching this, I love you so much. You're very amazing and such a kind friend, and you put up with me. You understand that my social skills are not the best. But I never really attempted to become close to anyone. Like, I had some friends, sorry, I'm trying to find where to put the camera. I had some friends that I would, like, talk to in classes, and we would have, you know, conversations about their issues at home, and conversations about my issues at home, and we would begin to get close, but I would never hang out with people outside of school, and that's what my issue was, because I never granted myself the opportunity to become close to anyone. Now that I am getting older and stuff, I realized that I screwed myself over. I think I went into high school with the mindset of, I'm not going to see these people again once I'm out of high school, so there's no point in making friends. And to some extent, I still believe in that, because again, I'm out of high school now. I'm moving to like the outskirts, right on the outskirts of Chicago for college. Even though I live like an hour away from Chicago, so I could still visit my friends if I wanted to, and I will probably. I'm not going to see them as much as I did in high school, which is why I never tried to get that close. But I think it would have benefited me if I had tried a little harder to make friends. When I went to residential, I met this very sweet girl. Her name is Liberty. I don't think I told her that I have a YouTube channel. She knows I have TikTok, but I love her. Liberty, if you're watching this, love you. You made my stay so much better and amazing. Look, it's gelatin with grapes and watermelon. And it really solidified that I'm loved and I'm a person that people want to be around, because for the longest time I thought that I had nothing to bring to the table. I thought my social skills are so bad, no one's going to want to talk to me, no one's going to understand me, everyone's going to be like, why isn't she funny enough? You know, I just had a lot of self-doubt. But then I went to residential and I got a roommate named Liberty, and she was so sweet and she was struggling so much, and I don't know, I kept trying to get her out of bed. Every morning I would wake up to shower, and I started waking her up with me and telling her, come on, get out of bed, let's play Uno. And I made an effort to get her out of bed, and I made an effort to help her not be depressed. And I just, like, I care for her, you know, because she was my roommate. She was such a sweet girl, and I care for her. And I remember thinking, oh my God, this is what a friendship is. Because, again, I have a best friend, her name's Jayla, and I have other friends, but I'm not really that close to anyone except Jayla. So to have that experience of getting closer to other people was really nice. It helped give me a sense of community. In residential, there's a big sense of community. That's a big, they emphasize the role of community a lot and say, you know, we're a community, everyone communicate, everyone talk to each other, everyone be nice. But like just sitting down and observing people and observing their relationships was so beautiful too. Like I saw people come in and out of rehab, and there was like 2 new guys that came in, and they became really close friends, and I would just sit in the living room and fake sleep because I didn't really talk that much. But when I would fake sleep, I would just listen to everyone's conversations, and they would sit around in the living room and listen to music. No phones or anything like that. We weren't allowed to have phones. They would just sit and listen to music and talk, and conversations would flow. And sometimes there would just be silence, and we would all sit in silence and listen to music. And it, again, clicked in my head. I was like, okay, I don't need to talk all the time. I don't need to be super funny all the time. I don't need to bring all these things to the table. I just need to be a person. I need to be around people. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it's so beautiful. It's Life is beautiful, guys. What can I say? That's kind of not embarrassing to say, but I feel like 2 videos ago, or no, like 1 video ago, I was literally crying and ripping my hair out and super depressed. So to say it now, I know you guys are probably like, what is she on about? Why is she being crazy? But I don't know. I'm just a lot grateful. Very grateful. Very grateful. I cannot emphasize that enough. And I know that I'm going to make friends, and I'm going to try my hardest to make friends, and I'm going to do good in college. I can feel it, and I'm just going to continue to give love to people. Being in rehab also made me realize that it's okay to love people. Not that it wasn't before, but like, I think there was always a part of me that was embarrassed to love people, like my friends and stuff. I always wanted to tell my friends I love you. I wanted to give my friends gifts and stuff, but I was like, you know, they'll think I'm weird. If I'm too affectionate with my friends, they'll think I'm weird. And I'm bisexual too, so I was like, okay, if I'm nice to my friends, what if they think I'm hitting on them, regardless of their boys, if they're boys or girls. But again, being around the people that I've been around now, like my boyfriend and stuff, just seeing the way he interacts with his friends and how they're all so loving to each other, made me realize if I can do that too. I can love people and not feel ashamed for it. And if I want to randomly give people gifts, I can do that. If I want to randomly bake for people, I can do that. I have free will. And I think even though it's hard to get out of bed sometimes though, and it's hard to make myself believe that I can keep friends and keep relationships, as in just relationships in general, that I can maintain people's interest in me. I just realized that I need to try a little harder. It's not that people don't like me or that people don't want to be my friend, but it's that I don't put the effort into people. Like I didn't put all the effort into making friends that I could have, and I want college to be different. I want to put an effort in, and I want to make friends, and I want to be nice to people. In high school too, like sometimes people will reach out to me on Instagram and be like, oh, you seem so cool, we should be friends. And I'd be like, yeah. And then a few days later I'd be like, they're only saying they want to be friends because they like the way I dress. They don't actually like me as a person. They wanted to get to know me as a person. The people that wanted to be my friends, it's because they wanted to get to know me, and I didn't give people the opportunity. I was so in my head and so mean to myself that I think I came off mean to other people. Although I was never directly rude to anyone, as far as I know. Like, I was never like, fuck off, or anything like that. I was rude as in I was standoffish, and I don't want to be like that anymore. I want to be full of love, and I want to be kind, and I want to be one of those people that everyone feels comfortable around and everyone wants to talk to. And I don't want a huge friend group because quality is better than quantity, but I do want the people that I do have close to me, to know they're loved. And I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to make sure that the people around me know they're loved. My roommate, she lives like 20 minutes away from my college, so hopefully we get to hang out while I'm there. Literally on my last day, we both cried, and it was so sad, and she read from a book, and it was like, it's just so beautiful. Friendship is a beautiful thing, guys. What can I say? Anyways, I'm moving into college tomorrow. So excited. I'm going to record it. My mommy's helping me move in. My boyfriend has school, so he's not helping me move in, unfortunately. But just lots of things to do, lots of things to get done. And I can't wait. I can't wait. And now I'm done packing. So tomorrow there will be another video of me in college. Actually, no, because I got to edit it. But like soon there will be a video. Hooray.